Volunteer Fire Brigades Victoria President Samantha Collins and CEO Adam Barnett. Forest Fire Management Victoria Chief Officer Chris Hardman and Fire Rescue Victoria Commissioner Ken Block. Emergency Management Commissioner Andrew Crisp, AM, APM, and Victoria Police Assistant Commissioner David Clayton, APM. State Emergency Service Acting Chief Operations Officer Alastair Drayton, AFSM, and Ambulance Victoria Chief Executive Officer Jane Miller. Parks Victoria Director, Fire Emergency and Enforcement, David Nugent, AFSM, and Australian Fire and Emergency Services Authorities Council CEO, Rob Webb. Australian Red Cross State Manager Emergency Services Fiona Norton and Cardinia Shire Council Deputy Mayor Councillor Jack Kowazik. I now ask the nominated representatives from the 8 major fires which occurred that day come forward and lay a wreath at the relevant post. We'll start off with Cudgee Ballingie. Wreath will be laid by Owen O'Keefe and Liam Keegan. This fire was reported at 13:10 hours, caused by clashing conductors on private SEC line. For Fatalities were 9. The area burnt was 50,000 hectares. Houses lost was 157. Other buildings, 715. 11,500 sheep and 7,800 cattle. 1 million bales of fodder. 7,000 kilometres of fencing. There's some big numbers there. East Trentham, Mount Macedon. Wreath will be laid by Keith Miles and Robert Highland. We also acknowledge that Mount Macedon captain at the time, Kerry Murphy, AFSM, PSM, who is watching online. The fire was reported at 14:22 hours. Cause, clashing conductors on SEC transmission line on the side of the road. Fatalities 7. Area burnt 29,500 hectares. Houses lost 628. 3,630 sheep and 149 cattle. 10,350 bales of fodder and 50 plus kilometres of fencing. The Otways. Wreath will be laid by Ross Gervin and Rod Taylor. It was reported at 14:56 hours. Cause unknown. Fatalities 3. The area burnt was 41,000 hectares. Houses lost 729. Other buildings 53. 2,620 sheep and 159 cattle. 25,000 bales of fodder and 1,000 kilometres of fencing. Belgrave Heights and Upper Beaconsfield. The wreath will be laid by former captain Eric Bumstead with Nancy Bora, Stan Hamilton and Herb Detes. Was reported at 15:24 hours. The cause, deliberately lit. Fatalities 21, which included 12 volunteer firefighters. The area burnt was 9,200 hectares. The houses lost 238. 526 sheep and 452 cattle. 650 kilometres of fencing. Monterey. The wreath will be laid by Paul Kenny and Kevin Sparrow. It was reported at 15:39 hours. The cause was private electricity supply line. Fatalities none. Area burnt 3,180 hectares. The houses lost were 3. Other buildings numerous. 1,469 sheep and 203 cattle. 209 kilometres of fencing. Branxholme. The wreath will be laid by Celeste Benoit and Ray Downs. Fire was reported at 16:30 hours. The cause was sparks from SEC conductors after a pole had snapped. Fatalities 1, a volunteer firefighter. The area burnt 200 hectares. Houses lost 1. Other buildings 9. 2,624 sheep and 159 cattle. 900 bales of fodder and 20 kilometres of fencing. Warburton. The wreath will be laid by Barry Marshall, AFSM. Fire was reported at 19:20 hours. Cause unknown, but regarded as suspicious. Fatalities none. Area burnt 40,000 hectares. Houses lost 27. Other buildings 30. No sheep or cattle were lost. 300 bales of fodder and 10 kilometres of fencing.